Hello, hello, hello. Oh, happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Today is Monday, right? Today is Monday, right?
It's a Monday.
It is a Monday. It's actually not a terrible Monday. It's been a busy Monday. Very busy. Busy. That's all I can say about it. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Say hello once you get here. Let us know where you are watching from. Let us know how you're doing. Tim is sending out the text message right now for you guys, okay? So if you didn't get it yet, you'll be getting it soon. If you want a text message when we go live, just text hello to this phone number, 810-374-0342, and we will send you a text when we go live, okay? So grab a screenshot because I'm going to put this back away, and you can just text hello to that number, and you will get a message when we go live. All right. We're going to craft, guys. We're going to craft. We're doing something a little bit different today, something different than we've really, I don't know if have I ever done this?
No.
I don't think I have.
No.
You guys, I'm crafting one of our craft kits from our craft kit group here on the main page. I've never done that before. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an example and a sample of what to expect. We get a lot of questions about what to expect and what's going to be in the kit and what we provide, what you need to have, all those things. So since today is the last day that you can join the group, we still have some spots left. Today's the last day. It closes at midnight tonight. And I wanted to kind of show you guys what a craft kit is. Now, this isn't going to look just like any old craft night because, one, Tim's not with me. I don't have a guest hanging out with me. Tim's here, but he's not crafting. Usually, Tim or a friend of mine or a family member will come and craft. Tim usually does it, I don't know, I'd say probably 80% of the time Tim's there. Yeah. And then occasionally my mom will come or one of my girlfriends will come or one of my sisters, something like that. But Tim is always still here hanging out with us, even if he's not crafting. He always crafts with us on bonus craft night. Every bonus craft night, Tim is there crafting with us. So today, you just get me and Tim next to me. Hello, Miss Christy. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Chris McKinney. Hello, Martha Garlock. Hello, Diana Dury. Hello, Miss Janet Idziak. Say hello once you guys are here. Let me know. Let me know how your Monday is going, okay?
Ooh, I think I got the things done.
You got it all done? You got it all set to go? Hello, Miss Lisa, Miss Jenny, Miss Aletha, Miss Carol. Hello, Miss Jacqueline. How are you? I see lots of you popping up on YouTube, too. Hello, Miss Dawn Marie Bale. I always mess up your name, girl. Miss Mary Griscom, Miss Debbie Vitt, Miss Dorothy.
Hi, Kathy and Sharon.
How are you?
Hello,
all right.
Hello.
So you guys, we're going to craft. We're going to craft. Let's get to it. So if you are in our craft kit group, you get one of our subscription craft kit boxes, okay? Lots of boxes, which we are having a bunch more delivered as we speak right now. They are coming and they're going to be delivered. Okay, maybe I'll get a little video of the craft kit boxes that are being delivered. Maybe I'll get a video and post for you guys later because it's always a fun day when those come in. It's fun to watch Tim unload those because he's got a very unique way of unloading those off of our trailer. He makes it work. He makes it work, you guys. So in the box, you get a piece of paper and it tells you what you need to craft with. It tells you what is supposed to be in your kit so that you can do a little quick double check, make sure everything's in there that's supposed to be in there because we are human, you know, things happen. But this month, so
hi, Mary, and
let me show you. It even has like pretty little tissue paper in there and open your tissue paper and then they're packed with love. They're packed with love. Miss Kim, it says, love this craft box. Thank you, Miss Kim. Hello, Miss Terry. Hello, Miss Deanna from Texas. You have having a pretty good day today. I'm glad. So in this kit, you got a bundle of raffia. Thought I said the wrong thing for a second. A little bag with some little items in it. So you've got brown burlap.
Hi,
a little bit of orange burlap.
Hi, Bernita.
Some twine.
No, Jenny, this is not the subgroup.
This is not the subgroup. No, everyone's all confused. What's happening here? What's happening? Our subscription group members are like, what's going on? No, this is the main page. We know we're on the main page, but I wanted to show you guys just a sample of what our craft kits are like, and we're actually going to craft this with you, okay? And you guys are actually getting, I don't usually share when I teach them different little techniques and stuff and different fun ways of doing things. I don't usually show it over here on the main page. I usually leave it just for them. This one time, you guys are getting to see me put a kit together, and I'm actually going to show you the technique that I showed them the other night, okay?
Shirley says,
Hope they don't mind. Hope y'all, my subscription craft kit group members, I hope y'all don't mind me sharing it over here with everyone. They already got theirs. They already crafted theirs. We already had our craft night with them, so I figured I would come and show you guys.
Shirley
Shirley!
Says the CEO just walked in and she got caught.
Shirley! Oh, Shirley! Girl!
Well, invite the CEO to watch with you.
Yeah, maybe they'll enjoy it, and then you can like have coffee and
then you guys can have your own craft night there with us.
Yes. All right, you got a little wood button. I'm not taking it out of the bag yet because I'll lose this thing. I'm going to leave it in the bag for now. Every once in a while, they get a unique item that leaves them a little perplexed. It leaves them a little confused as to what's going to happen and what this craft is going to be, okay?
Susan says, this is so neat. You're showing everyone this. I'm okay with it.
Awesome, Susan. I'm glad you're okay with it. So this month, they got a fork. They got a fork. No, it's not like Little Mermaid. You can comb your hair with it. You could.
What the fork are you talking about?
We were not snacking and eating treats.
Well, I was.
Sometimes, you know, some snacking goes with crafting, but that's not what this fork was purposed for, okay? But you'll find out soon. And then you get your little bubble wrap of joy, your bubble bag of joy, okay? Your bubble bag.
I think it's a good idea to show the craft kits, just don't share the video of craft nights.
Right.
Oh, y'all, we would get so much trouble if we shared that one.
Yeah, because what happens in the craft kit group stays in the craft kit group. So, yeah, so we could never share the full video over here.
Thank you.
No, I don't think that's not, yeah. But yes, we can show you the craft kit and you get a little sampling. But in your little bubble bag of stuff, we have our wood and metal pieces, okay? So they got 2 metal pieces, those pesky little metal pieces that tried to, I don't know, go aloof on them and
Joe and Chris,
hid on some of them, but they found them.
Joe and Chris, yes, the kit group is open.
It is. And that's partly why we're showing you guys, is just to let you guys know we're open. It closes at midnight tonight. This is your last chance. We know Facebook doesn't show everybody everything, so that's why we've been talking about it. We're only open for 3 days, so that's why we've been talking about it like crazy for 3 days to make sure we're able to reach all of you guys that would be interested. And then you get your wood cutout. Any kit that we create, any wood cutout or metal cutouts that we create for the group are exclusive to the group. These will never be available.
Comments.
These will never be available on the main page, okay? So this craft kit is just for the group. We do, because I knew we were opening this to new members, and I knew we were doing our craft night and going to be posting photos, and the biggest question we get asked after craft night when we post our photos is, how can I get that? I want that kit. How can I buy that kit? The answer is always no. We did make a few extras this month of this kit. They're only available to people who join the group. If you join the group, there are still some there. We just posted them this afternoon. There's still some left. I checked right before we went live. I don't know how many are left. When they're gone, they're gone.
Shelly says the craft was awesome. I didn't make it, but I watched the replay. I should do the craft now.
Do it now. Grab your stuff, girl. Some of you who missed craft night, you could do it now. But
we're not going to be going as slow as we normally do.
True. We will not go as slow as we normally do on craft night. On craft night, I go nice and slow. I take my time. I repeat the steps multiple times. We kind of go over it and over it several times. We answer questions along the way. We go back and re-show it or show it in a different way that's more understandable. Because everybody learns things a little bit different, right? And you gotta, you word it different. Someone might pick it up, and you word it different.
Yes,
someone else might
I will
pick
be
it up.
pulling names today.
So, yes, and we're going to pick 2 people. We actually have to do that tonight, Tim. That's your responsibility to remind me. We got to do that tonight. Don't let me forget. So what we're going to do is we are going to paint our wood.
I know, right, Debbie? I'm
not going to do my white yet. I'm going to do my antique wax first. I got all mixed up, y'all. But tonight, I'm just going to kind of cruise through and do the craft. I'm not going to walk you as slowly through as I would normally walk you through because because y'all aren't crafting with me.
Oh.
Y'all don't have the kits. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a paintbrush and we are going to paint the top half of the wood cutout. So we got these little notches here, and I told them, you know, that kind of use that as a guide. From there up, we're using a paintbrush because we want it to be a little bit darker than I normally do with my antique wax. And we're literally just painting it on.
Naya says, can we request to have a pair of googly eyes added to each kit?
Right. Tim added.
I would love that.
Tim added googly eyes to his. Googly eyes not included.
Yes.
Googly eyes. I won't say you will never, ever, ever, ever get a pair of googly eyes from me, because I've learned to say never. But I don't foresee me adding googly eyes to any of our kits. You never know. You never know.
You never know.
Crazier things have happened, I suppose. That's a pretty crazy thing, though. If Tim was in charge of craft kits, there would be googly eyes in the craft kits. That's for sure. That's 100%.
Brittany says
for sure.
this is a fast-paced version.
Yes, this is the speed crafting version of Craft Night. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it will be.
All right, so I'm painted his hat. So this is the top. This is a scarecrow, and you guys probably already saw the photo, the finished photo. But can you imagine what they all thought when they saw this character show up in their box? And we're probably like, what is this gonna look like when it's done? Okay, and we like to keep them guessing. Okay, I'm sure they probably did not envision the finished product when they saw this. Some of them guessed a scarecrow, but I don't know that they fully saw the vision. I know I wouldn't have. I know I would have looked at myself like I was crazy if I got that one. All right, so now we are going to take our metal pieces. So we're going to kind of start letting that dry. We'll help it along with the antique or with the heat gun in a minute. But we're going to take these two pieces, all right? The long one, we are going to use a little bit of antique wax, and we are going to just dress it up a little bit.
Billy says she's putting googly eyes on hers, and she'll post the picture.
I love it.
You could call it the Tim add-on.
Yes. The Tim version. A little bit of antique wax on my stencil brush.
I kind of can't.
And just get the excess off.
Denise, on YouTube to share, it's down just a little bit farther. I think on mine, it's underneath all the. You got to scroll down from where the comments are at, and then it'll have the thumbs up. You know, clip, save, and that stuff. And it's right there with that.
I'm switching stencil brushes because that one.
So, but y'all get ready. I'm gonna get some names here in a minute.
Now we're using a stencil brush, but like I told them in the group, they could use a stiff paintbrush or if they don't have a stencil brush. But most of them have a stencil brush because we did send them stencil brushes in one of our kits a couple months ago so that they would have it, because we do tend to use a stencil brush a lot. So I kind of wanted to send them one so they haven't had it. All right, so I'm just getting my edges a little bit in the center.
Missy says, I bet Tim would not add on raffia, the devil's ribbon.
Tim would never put raffia in a kit.
I would not add raffia.
No, definitely not. All right, so we're just kind of dinging it up a little bit, making it look a little aged, a little older, like it's been hanging out in the field for a while, okay?
Miss Debbie says, I thought a scarecrow even said where everything was going. No, I was wrong. Thought the fork was going to be a pitchfork.
Oh, a pitchfork for the scarecrow. That would have been cute. You still could add it once we were done using it, I suppose. I need to turn on my tools here. So I'm going to dry these and get these going dry. Like so. So excited I joined the subscription craft kit group. I can't wait to get my first kit. The craft with you. I can no longer work after having health issues, so I have something to look forward to. Leslie Lang, that's awesome.
A good came out of a bag.
That's a good way of looking at it. Yes,
you get to hang out with us.
You're finding the positive in it, and I love that. I love that. We all need to have things to do. We all need to have things to keep ourselves busy.
Mrs. says the cheap makeup sponges are great for stenciling.
Oh yeah, the little yes. Yep. Yeah, because they're not. Some of those cheap makeup brushes you would not want to use on your face.
Yeah, no.
They're a little rough. A little rough.
All right, we have Kathy Goyer, Janice Van Blarkum, Joe and Chris Haven, Aletha Crowder, Connie Nicholson, Jill Marie, Robin Collier Gibson, Leslie Lang, Mary Griscom, Deb Vitt, Margaret Owens, and Dorothy Kootner.
Deb says the text took her right to YouTube. Yep, we sent the YouTube link and the Facebook link. So depending on which one you clicked on, is where it would take you.
And then Christy posted the schedule for October this morning. So all the fun stuff that happens over there is posted on there for you guys.
Yep. So if you join the group, or if you join the group, make sure that you go to the featured tab of the group and make sure you request to join the private group, because there's a lot of fun that happens before craft night. So don't wait until craft night to join. You'll miss out on all the other fun. The craft night, the craft challenge, the bonus crafting. Well, the bonus craft night, the craft challenge. All the other fun stuff that we do. All right.
Yeah, we do one or two things. Yes, man. Oh.
We have a lot of fun. All right. So what we're gonna do next? I'm going to spray this.
It's hopefully when it's open, I can join next time. Yeah, it's probably not going to be open again until...
It won't open again this year, but probably January is when I'm thinking it'll probably open next. January or February. All right, so I'm just using a little clear sealer. This was an optional item. Most of our friends over in the group have this because we've had it as an optional item many times, and it's like $5 for a can of this at Walmart, and it will last you, like, no joke, for doing little things like this here and there, it's going to last you a long time. It'll probably go bad before you use it all, honestly, for little stuff like this. So I'm just going to set this aside and let it start drying on its own while I continue crafting.
So, Jody, when I call your name right now, your name's just going into the bucket. And
Terracotta.
Then it's supposed to be twice a month, beginning and middle-ish. We draw names and we send you Happy Mail.
Lately we've been doubling it up and doing extra at the end of the month. We're doing 2 at the end of the month instead of 1 in the middle because I can't keep up with everything.
When we draw
hold on. Stencil brush, a little bit of terracotta paint. I dipped it in the paint. Dip it in getting the excess off. And I'm going to do the same thing just like I did with the brim of the hat with the antique wax. I'm going to do the same thing on the nose. All right, go ahead.
So if your name gets drawn out of the bucket, we'll post it on the page. And then once you see it on the page, then you send us a message with your address, and then we send you some goodies.
So you want to make sure if you hear your name, you want to make sure you're following our page, because if you're not following our page, you're not likely to see the post that says your name was drawn out of the bucket, if your name's drawn out of the bucket. All right, so I just did a little bit of orange around the edges. I'm going to dry this a little bit, and then we're going to spray this with our sealer also. The sealer is just going to kind of help hold the paint on. It's just kind of keep it from scraping off and rubbing off as easily. Tammy and John, it's John, but I know it's Tammy. I love the craft group. Sad I wasn't feeling well to participate this month. I know, but the replay's there for you for when you are feeling up to it.
You got a lot going on, Tammy.
Yeah, you need to slow down, little girl. Slow down. You've been busy. You probably wore yourself out. Who am I to talk? Who am I to talk? I know, I do the same thing. We go, 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 go. All the ladies and gentlemen in the group are fabulous, Miss Wanda says they are.
There's a lot of great people.
It's an amazing group. We've really gotten to know so many of them so well. All right, so I'm going to set my little nose aside. I'm going to show you real quick. See, we just did a little bit of orange around the edges. Set that aside. Okay. Now we're going to come back. We got our hat. We put our antique wax on. See, I didn't even paint it perfect, but that's okay. It's supposed to look like an old weathered scarecrow that's been out in the field. So we're kind of going to take our sanding block and we're going to sand down the edges a little bit. Make it look a little distressed. It's going to kind of look like a suede hat by the time it's done.
Yeah, no, we haven't got our stars back yet.
Nope. I've got a feeling we won't get them back for a while, but I'm going to keep trying. That's Facebook for you.
Yeah,
that's okay.
It is what it is.
It ain't going to get us down. We're going to keep doing what we're doing.
We do what we do.
Yep. So I like to get the edges a little bit more, so it looks really
Debbie
nice and
says, I wouldn't
distressed.
think of not checking the page every day, several times a day. I don't want to miss out on anything.
Aw, I'm glad you are checking in. All right, so there's our hat. Now see how it kind of looks, it just looks like a little
Ooh.
suede, almost like the
Janice
top of
Van
a cowboy
Clark.
hat.
Janice has got her son's engagement party.
Ooh, fun, fun. All right, now from the hat down, I'm gonna paint the whole thing white. The whole thing's gonna get painted white, including the
Yes,
eyes.
Joe. You'll get an email after you sign up for the group.
Yeah.
You'll get an email with a link to.
That takes you right. You click on the button, and it's gonna take you right to the group to request to join. Be patient. I will be getting in there and checking after the live to accept any requests, but we have to manually go in and accept each of those requests to join.
Yes.
I used some raffia to make a little bird's nest on the hat, a scarecrow's nest. That's cute, Naya. A scarecrow's nest. Yes, my maiden name was Crow, so we do lots of crow themed things in this family because
Yes.
that is Grandma and Grandpa's maiden name.
Susan says, I saw your TikTok video. Too funny. Which one?
Oh, the one where I needed some attention, that one? Or which one? We've been doing lots of TikToks lately, guys. We've been having a lot of fun over in the TikTok world. If you are not in TikTok, you might want to go check it out. We've been posting the links to them here for you, but we can't post them directly here as reels because that's why they took our stars away.
Yeah.
Because they didn't, I don't know.
Oh,
we didn't do anything wrong. I promise we didn't do anything wrong. It's just Facebook glitches and was not recognizing their music that they provided to us as their own music and thought I was using someone's music I wasn't supposed to be using. All right.
Elena.
Sorry, my dad tried to call. My dad is delivering our boxes to us. He went to pick them up for us, and he just tried to call. So Tim's got we got my phone and Tim's phone here for the lives for Facebook and YouTube. So he has to go get Elena's phone to call Grandpa and find out, because in a minute he's probably going to call my phone or he's going to call Tim again. But we just got to make sure everything's okay because we've got him retired, but we're also giving him a little something to do to keep himself busy. So he's doing our local pickups for us for our boxes and our lumber and stuff like that. Instead of paying someone else to do it, and we'll because Tim's just too busy now to be making all those runs anymore. So we just have my dad do it, and it keeps him local. It keeps him on the road and doing something he enjoys to do. And it just works out for all of us all the way around. All right, a little chunk of my paint there. All right, so I've got my white. I was careful not to fill in the eye. I wanted to fill in the eyes just in case any of it shows through when I put my black on. But I didn't want it to pool in my eyes because then it would just take forever to dry and it would mix with my black and it wouldn't look good. I started it this morning, but I had to stop. Work keeps getting in the way. I know, Tammy. Work is in the way. Ooh, good job with the last name, Dorothy. I did a good job with your last name. That's a rare occasion. So I guess technically Dad works for me too. I guess technically he does. It's a family business, y'all. It's a family business from my parents all the way down to my kids. Maybe someday my grandkids will work for me, but I got a feeling grandkids are a long way off from me. My kids are none of them are in any hurry to have grandkids just yet. That's perfect. Those dads don't know how to retire. You are so right, Janine. Yeah, they don't know how to retire. It's hard for him to sit still. Yep, keeping him busy. He needs to be busy. He's not one to sit around and have nothing to do. He needs to feel active and useful and needed and all the things. I mean, we all do to an extent, right?
So there's a question. Why is it called the dike?
The dike? Why is it called the dike?
Yeah.
Oh, the
St. John's Marsh coming through there?
I wouldn't say that too much because Facebook is weird. And
I
might
know.
think you're saying something
I'm not going to
else.
say it again.
Because we got enough trouble with Facebook already. I don't
know,
want
right?
to get any more trouble with Facebook.
Why is your...
All right, so there's how we're looking so far. Okay? Kind of looking like the Marshmallow Man with a cowboy hat at this moment. But we're not done yet. So the next step, make sure I didn't
looks
skip
like an
any steps.
upside down tooth. Does it looks like a molar?
Yes. You could if you decide you didn't want to make a scarecrow, you could always flip it over and turn it into a tooth.
For all our dentist
For our
friends.
dentist friends, yes, you could turn it into a tooth for your office and make a little tooth sign. There you go. All right, so what's next is our fork is going to come into play now. All right, we're going to bring the fork in. We're going to get busy with the fork.
Yeah.
That came in the kit that everyone was so confused about. And we are using a little tan paint.
Robin, I just replied to your comment with that link.
So I got some paint here, so some tan paint. And this technique is just a fun technique that I'm sure they sell some fancy tool that you can do this with. But we are not always into big fancy tools that we're only going to use once, maybe twice, and it's going to just take up space in our craft room, right? So if we can get the same purpose out of a plastic fork, why not just use a plastic fork, right? So what I'm going to do, we're going to create lines to give it like a burlappy kind of look.
My lines, my lines.
I think the biggest struggle for everyone in the craft kit group with this technique was we are creatives and we like things to be just right. We like things to be consistent and smooth and feel like we did it well, right? This technique is not going to give you perfect, straight, clean lines, okay? It's not going to. No matter how hard you try, it's not going to. So we have to let go of that idea, okay? So we drag our fork through the paint.
Yes, so get rid of some of your control freakiness.
Yes, okay? So we got our fork. So now we're going to drag the fork across our scarecrow. The flatter you hold the fork, the better it's going to go. If you hold it up like this and just the points are making contact, you're not going to get much draggage.
It's going to take a long time.
It's going to take you forever. Okay? So if you just kind of drag it across.
Missy says, do you prefer the clear plastic versus the white plastic?
I do, actually. The clear plastics, they're stiffer and firmer, and they're going to work better. I did actually do this with different forks. And I actually ordered...
She actually did, guys.
When I ordered the forks for the kit, I had to order a huge box of them. And the forks came, and it was so weird. They were like crooked. Every single one of them had like the third fork was like really close to the other fork, and they didn't work very well. So I said nope and reordered new forks.
The tine.
The tine. The tines. Okay, we're using the tines of the fork.
I think that's what they're
The
called.
tines of the fork. Now we're being careful not to get into the eyeballs.
Cindy, if you take and swipe them to the right, I think is how you get rid of the comments. Swipe them to the right. Yeah.
Swipe your finger across the phone, and
Yep.
And if they
And
don't
they'll go away.
if they don't go away, swipe your finger the other way across the phone.
Yep.
Between the eyes, it's a little tight, and if you get a little bit into your eyeballs, that's okay. We can come back and touch that up. We can wipe it off and then touch it up with our white paint afterwards, okay? Because you're probably going to accidentally touch your eyeballs a little bit. Don't
She
get
says,
paint in your
that's
eyes.
hilarious. I was joking. I can just picture you testing forks. Y'all.
I did.
She really
I
did.
did.
And
I
it-
had to find out what worked the best.
And it is as funny as it sounds.
Yes.
Just so you know.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, what the heck?
Even Tim sometimes comes in and looks and says, "What are you doing? What?" Even the girls, when we started packing up the kits, and I was like, "Okay, this is everything that goes in this kit." They're like, "A fork? A fork? Okay. Okay." So I had to explain to them I'm like, "It's for a painting technique." Oh, okay. Okay.
That doesn't work anymore. You have to hit a symbol at the bottom after you swipe. Really? Oh.
Because there's constantly changing things. Constantly changing. Constantly changing it on
Huh.
us.
Yeah, it's that's different. Yeah. I think they don't like it when we get too comfortable with you know, and learn how to use what they've given us.
I got a little Hold on, y'all. See, even I make goof ups. I dripped. That's okay. We can touch it up if we need to.
It's only paint.
It's only paint. It's only paint. Don't stress over it. I think we need more names though, Tim.
Need more names? I'll get more names.
We need more names for our buckets.
I will get more names.
Don't forget to sprinkle this to your friends if you haven't, okay? Because you never know. Especially if you're in the group. This is a good time to sprinkle this and let your friends know, hey, come join me.
Yes.
Come have fun in the group with me.
Yeah, come have fun. Okay. We have Patty Campbell, Aletha Crowder, Donnie Oltzman Schmidt, Missy Ferris, Connie Nicholson, Janice Van Blarcom, Dawn Bibel, Deborah Griffith Randolph, oopsie, Tammy Woods, Kim Schnell, Deb Vitt, Marla Turner, and Dawn Marie Behol.
And you will look at the photos. We did post a post today of some of the photos from the ladies in the craft group. And you will see that some went really light with their lines and some went heavier with their lines. So it's really personal preference, huh?
It doesn't look like 100 sheets.
I knew you were going to do that.
Oh, shut up.
Is he? All right, so I've got all the way my vertical.
Hey.
My horizontal lines are done. My vertical lines I'm getting ready to do. I told ya, that's something like, I should know that. And I do. It just took me a moment. So now I'm going to go up and down with it. Like so. And just go right over. You don't have to wait for one to dry before you do the next. Drag it through the paint and pull it down. Like so. Good?
Huh?
Said you good?
I don't know. Find out in a minute.
Okay. All right. So I'm just working my way.
It's going to be nice to T-Bone.
I know, right?
Well, he wasn't listening very well right then. And he was running out there right behind the trailer.
Oh.
So. And Grandpa doesn't see well out of one eye.
He doesn't see it all out of one eye.
No. Okay. He doesn't see well out of the other eye.
Yes, he's blind in one eye.
He can't see out the other.
No, he's okay enough to drive. He's been blind in one eye his entire life. So he's very accustomed to functioning in life.
What color is that?
With one eye. This is hold on. Craft Smart Tan. I originally was going to, I put in the list, because I always put on the paper the exact colors I plan to use. And I actually put on the list Bambi Brown. The Craft Smart brand Bambi Brown is what I had planned to use, and that's what I made my sample with. But between the time that I created this kit and put my colors on it and craft night, I used the rest of my bottle of Bambi Brown on other stuff. So I didn't have any Bambi Brown left. So I had to find another color. So that was a good example of don't get hung up on trying to use the exact colors I have. As long as you have something close, it's going to work just fine. It doesn't have to be the exact color.
Charmaine has Bambi Brown.
Charmaine's got her Bambi Brown. I don't got any Bambi Brown right now. I'll have to get me some more.
Ooh, Kathy said she used Apple Barrel Warm Buff.
Ooh, warm buff. That sounds like a yummy color.
That sounds
nice, cozy. Sounds naughty. I didn't get naughty out of that. I got cozy out of that.
Into buff?
Oh, in the buff. Oh, see,
The
okay.
buff?
I guess when you phrase it that way.
The warm buff?
I guess.
So.
When you phrase it that way. All right, so you can see, I'm going to hold it up and show you. I did get a little bit in my eyes, okay? I got a little bit in his eyes, so that's okay. Not a big deal. And it may seem bold. We're going to come back with our sanding block, and we're going to tone it down just a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my white, I'm going to touch up my eyes, and then we're going to dry this. Just going to get a little bit of white. Touch up those spots in the eyes that I hit. So see, it's just paint. It's just paint. Don't worry about making a mistake. It's just paint.
Kimberly used coffee and white.
Ooh, nice. Now, if you get some into little cracks, it doesn't matter because we're going to fill those in with black anyway. So
thank you, Lisa.
You don't have to worry about that. So
says Tim always makes me laugh. I have that effect on women.
Tim's pretty funny. He's a pretty funny guy. He is.
Oh, you fun guy.
He's pretty funny. I just want to get this spot a little bit better that I didn't get very good there.
Kelly says, I thought you never did a craft kit on the main page. I missed the beginning. I'm confused.
Yeah, I can see where you'd be confusing. We've never done a craft kit on the main page. This is our craft kit that we did this week for craft night for this month. And I just wanted to give you guys, we get so many questions about what is the craft kit? How does, like, what's included in the kit? What does the craft kit look like? Can we see samples? That's probably our biggest question. So I figured let's go live. Let's show you guys what a craft kit is. Let's show you the process of making a craft kit.
Let's do
It's
the
a little less wild than it is on a craft night.
Because I'm over here being haved.
Usually we've got the a beverage or two flowing. Tim's usually next to me crafting.
What do you mean?
And you get a husband and wife next to each other crafting. There's going to be some banter going on. It's just the way it is. You got Tim trying to go rogue on me and do his own thing. Yeah.
Oh, I always do.
Hey, Dad.
Hi.
Dad's here.
Hi, guys.
Dad's got our delivery here safe and sound. We're all good. Got all our boxes. All our boxes delivered. Safe and sound. Awesome.
Am I in here?
There you are. There's Dad. There's Dad. We always trust him with our deliveries. He does a good job. He does a very good job. You're good. You're good. There's going to be a couple of spots where your paint is a little thicker, so you just want to make sure you dry it good before you go at it with your sanding block, okay?
Yes.
All right.
Becky says, I can't wait to do this kit. Yay! Undiluted in craft crew. Yes. Yeah, it's not, yes, it's unfiltered. Yeah, it's a little bit more of a wild time over
Rachel
there.
says, yes, they are. They will make you laugh and have a better day for sure.
Aw, you're so sweet. Everyone's saying hi, Dad.
I think he already went back out the truck.
He's gone. He's out of here. He's gone. He didn't last long, did he?
No. Nope.
Okay.
He got the ham sandwich out of Dodge.
He did.
Jenny says Christy's been unfiltered lately.
I know. I've been
She has been.
I've been a little weirdly unfiltered over there. I don't know. We always say it's Tim unfiltered, but I don't know. I don't know what's been going on. Was his truck totaled from his accident a few months ago? Yes, Missy. His truck was totaled. He actually has a different vehicle, but he's been using our truck when he picks up our deliveries. Our truck and trailer. He just goes,
Cheryl,
they load it up and he drives it back, and then Tim unloads it.
The craft the craft kit is $35 a month.
36.
Where'd I come
Get
up
it right,
with 5?
baby. Get it right.
I don't know where I came up with the 5.
Patty says, Christy, you look like your dad. Thank you. I think I do too.
Well, she's got much less facial hair.
He's not afraid. No, he'll pop in, say hi, and then he's like, "That's enough. I'm good."
Yeah.
Here's one
Oh.
forgot. Oh, my worry. Oh, scroll up. Oh, the mailman just delivered your trifold pumpkins. Yay! Awesome.
Oh, Tim, you're rubbing off on Christy.
He is. He is. He's a bad influence on me, y'all. Can I just say something?
Oh, gosh.
No, it was funny. Today, Tim left me at work without a vehicle. and came home. And I was ready to leave. And it was funny because I was like, Austin, I'm heading out. Austin was still there working on stuff. I said, I'm heading out. I'm going to go home. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do, you know, for crafting. I'm going to kind of get everything set up for that. I'm going to take my sanding block now and I'm going to distress, just kind of tone it down and blend all my colors here a little bit, okay, on the face. So I'm like, I'm going to head out of here. I'm going to head home. And he's like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow. And I grab all my stuff and I start heading out the door. And I walk out to the parking lot and I realize there's no car here. My car is not here. That's right. Tim and I rode to work together. No, we didn't. No, that's why I was thrown off, because we didn't ride to work together. No. We drove separate, but then Tim left and came home, and because my dad was going to use the truck, and he had some stuff to do here at the old shop, and I just totally forgot about it. It slipped my mind. So I had to, I went back in. I'm like, well, Austin, I don't think I'm going anywhere yet. I'm still here. Just FYI, I'm still here. Told him what happened. I said, I'm going to call Tim and have him take me home or come and get me. And he's like, well, I'm leaving in a few minutes. I'm not far behind you. He said, I can just drive you home. It's practically on the way. And I'm like, oh, sure. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So Austin wraps up what he's doing, and I killed a few minutes taking care of a few things while I waited for him to finish up his stuff. And we get in his car and we head home, and he drops me off. And it was funny because I get out of the car and, you know, the neighbor's dogs start barking per usual. And go ahead. Yeah.
Deborah, oh wow, I would have had him come and get me and then leave him at the shop.
Well, I can't because I've left him at
She's done that.
I've left him at the shop before and he walked home. He didn't call me and tell me. I see, that's the difference. I'm going to call and be like, come get me. He just walked home when I did it. So
Austin's a good guy.
Austin is a good guy. He is. So I get out of the car and I'm walking in the house. The neighbor's dogs are barking. The other neighbors are outside. There's cars going by. And I'm like, because it's like just around the time of school getting out. So there's a lot of like traffic goes past our house during that time. And I come in and I told Tim, I said, the next rumor's about to start. He's like, what's that? I said, well, the other day someone said you were cheating on me. I said, now the next rumor's going to be Chrissy's cheating on Tim. I saw her get out of some guy's car. I'm like, just watch, it's coming. It's coming. Poor Austin just dropping me off, being a good deed, and it's going to become a rumor. You know how that goes. The rumor mill. All right. So I just kind of, it's just subtle. It's ever so subtle, but we just distressed it a little bit. So now we're going to take our black.
He walked home with his beer. That's right.
He did. You remember that. Yes. When I left him at work, he, well, that was a different time.
That was a different time.
I was supposed to go pick him up and he never called me to come get him that time. The other time I left him, he walked home with his backpack on and he walks in the door. I didn't even realize. I could literally just left him without a vehicle. And it never occurred to me at any point that I left him. I even pulled in the driveway and his truck was in the driveway. To my defense, it was all the way in the back of the driveway, all the way back by the pole barn. So it was not very visible for me to see it. So I came in the house and it never occurred to me that his truck's in the driveway. He's still at work and I just left him there. And he didn't come and flag me down either or call me and let me know. He knew I was leaving. Like I had said, are you almost done? He's like, yeah, I just gotta, whatever, grabbing a few things, whatever. And we were driving separate to work every day at that point. So I was just like, oh, he's got his car. I'll see him at home. Didn't even think about it. No, next thing I know, like, 2 hours later, I'm home, I'm doing some stuff on the computer, and he walks in the door.
No, it wasn't cold.
So it's got these little lines etched out.
I was still wearing shorts. It's nice.
Yeah, this was just like a month ago. Filling in the lines with black. So he walks in the door and he's got his backpack on, both straps. His hat's on backwards, all kind of tilted up. His hair is kind of disheveled in the front a little bit. It was warm out. It was pretty warm. And it's about a mile or so walk. So it's a decent walk. Nothing too crazy, but decent. And he walks in the door and I look at him. I'm like, you look like a schoolboy that just came home, home from a rough day at school. I said, you look like, like you just came home walked home from a rough day at school. And he's like, well, it would have been kind of, I said, with your backpack like that and everything. And he's like, well, it would have been uncomfortable carrying it the other way with just one strap. And I was like, okay, from the car to here, okay. Still not making the connection at all. And then finally about, 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh, did you walk home? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, why didn't you call me? He's like, it's only a mile. It's only a mile.
It's only a mile.
Yeah, so I totally absentmindedly left him without a vehicle at work, and he walked home. So that's the difference between him and I. I would have called him to say, come and get me.
Tim, do you know you can get a DUW walking and drinking a beer? It's a real thing.
Well, you can if you're intoxicated.
In this town?
Well,
I don't think so. You throw that hip at me a little more?
I didn't mean to throw my hip at you. I was putting my foot up. It was not an intentional. No, I think he would be fine.
No, in this town, I think I'd be fine. Everybody knows everybody. There's,
I mean, he was
like
carrying the
12
whole
people.
case. It's
No,
kind of,
it was a 15-pack.
Well, what
It's
is
not
it?
a case. It's a 15-pack.
Oh, no, isn't that a case? It's a small case.
No, it's a 15-pack.
Okay. Anyways.
Burned off the beer so you could grab another, exactly.
It was dark that night though when he was,
It was.
walking home carrying that. It was dark. It was like 10:30 at night. He was at the shop working, and I was supposed to go and pick him up. He was supposed to let me know when he was done working, and I actually.
But it was so late. I figured she may have been in bed sleeping by then.
Yeah,
so
it was
I
like.
just started walking.
Yeah, it was like 10:30, and I told
It's
Elena.
only a mile.
I said I'm gonna go check on your dad. I said I'm gonna go, because I looked and he was still at the shop because we have Life 360, so I knew exactly where he was. And he was still at the shop, so I went.
Welcome, Karen.
I went to go pick him up.
She's a newbie.
Welcome, Karen. I went to go pick him up, and he, I found him walking down the street carrying his 15-pack, walking in the dark. And I'm like, come on, baby. Time to go home. Get on in here. Let's go. Let's go before the neighbors see ya. Get in the truck. Need to go home.
Come on, Otis. Get in the truck.
Come on. I won't make you walk the whole way.
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
No, it's,
It really does. It really doesn't. You know what? Growing up, I lived. Those cameras are really wonky because it's like
they're really wonky.
here
today.
I'm on,
They're on opposite sides than they
Facebook.
normally are.
but then I got to go way over here to get on
Because
YouTube.
they're opposite what they normally are.
So,
Because they were doing weird things today and not cooperating with me.
but I live 15 miles out of town, so it was nothing to walk. I would walk to town.
We would ride our bikes. I don't think we ever walked to town. We were 6
Oh, I
miles
walked.
out of town. And I don't think we
I walked until I got a bike, and then I rode my bike.
Yeah, we always rode our bikes.
So, oh, Dad's watching on YouTube.
Oh, hey, Dad.
Says Dad's in the house. Gwen, first time watching on YouTube. Welcome.
Welcome, Gwen. Welcome. All right.
Yes,
so
welcome
here's
to all of our newbies.
where we are. We etched out. We filled in the lines that are etched out. So now I'm going to fill in the little corners with some black. Fill in the corners like so. And some people filled them in little like this. Some people filled them in bigger. It's really there were lots of different versions of the eyes. And it was super
Rosemary,
cute.
Rosemary asked if my parents are still alive. My mom died about 17 years ago, Thanksgiving time.
Yeah.
And yes, my dad's still alive. He retired a few years ago, but he just moved to Vietnam to retire. And he's loving it. He's been there for, what's he been there, 3 months now?
Something like that, yeah.
He's absolutely loving it there.
Filled in, look how cute. Filled in the little corners. Now I'm going to take a little brush. I needed to get some new ones, but I didn't have
Christy
any good finds.
gets him a Yeti rolling cooler for Christmas.
I know, right? That he
I'll be mad she spends that much on a cooler for me.
He was mad when I bought him a Yeti cup. He was like, I'm like, I got it on clearance. It's okay. And he's like, okay. He was like, how much did you spend on this thing? I'm like, it was on sale.
Yeah,
It was actually on clearance.
Cheap.
He is.
I am.
But he used the snot out of that thing though, and he really likes it. So it worked really well.
Yes, it still does.
I'm gonna do some little eyelashes with a little fine tip brush coming out the corners. Now, when I do this on a live, I take more time and explain and tell them how I whispered and I this and I that.
No, Kimberly, that's actually where he retired to. Back in the day, no, he was during the conflict. He was stationed in the Philippines.
We have to be careful what words we use. That's why he said conflict and not the other word of the 3-letter word. Of what? Is that what you're talking about? The W word?
Well, no, it was actually the C word. The conflict.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I guess I don't know where you're going to. I thought you were talking about something else. Okay.
But
now I'm going to take some of my white and do little dots in the eye. Little dots. Let me rinse my brush.
But the dollar is the exchange rate on the dollar is so good there that he's living well for not a lot.
His words, he can live like a king there.
Yes. On my Social Security, I can live like a king.
And he is.
He's enjoying himself. That's all that's important.
He is.
He's enjoying his retirement.
I mean, we don't have family there, so that's interesting.
Right. Well,
his in-laws,
well,
sister-in-law's family is from there, so I don't know.
Yeah, my sister-in-law's family is from there, so he's not too far from them. So he's got some people he knows there.
All right, so I'm just going to do a little white dot in the corner.
Verdi, yes, we are live.
We are live. Verdi's, yes.
This is not from Saturday.
We're just doing our craft kit here to show y'all what a craft kit is and what it's like.
Jenny, we're talking about my father.
The little eyes. So cute. All right, so now it's all going to start coming together. So this part, oh wait, no, I got one more. I forgot his mouth, silly me.
You forgot his mouth,
I forgot his little stitches on his mouth, y'all. How could I forget that? Can't forget that. The little stitches. I don't know, Kimberly. I don't know if we'll... I don't know. We'll see.
No.
Okay. Apparently no. I guess the answer is no, Kimberly. Aren't the lashes cute, Gina?
I mean, I would like to go there and visit, but no. That's too long of a flight for me.
Tim's not that into flying.
Nope.
Tim gets nervous and anxious about flying.
Oh, definitely.
So I'm doing little lines across the mouth.
Yes, y'all. I got issues.
I mean, I don't know about that.
If you ain't guessed by now.
No, I mean, I don't think that's abnormal. A lot of people are nervous about flying. There's a lot of people that won't fly. My brother-in-law will not get on a plane at all. He's never flown in his life and says he never will. If he has to fly, he doesn't go.
Who?
Dave.
Really?
Yeah, Dave will not fly. Will not.
Wow.
He will not step foot on a plane. Nope.
Huh.
Nope. You found his weakness. We know your weakness, Dave.
I know now, Dave. You're in trouble. Dave's awesome.
He is. This is not the best brush that I'm using for this, so my lines are not as crisp as I would like them to be.
Get ready, guys. I'm going to grab some more names here in a second.
It's going to work just fine. So yes, this is, I saw somebody ask, this is our, I agree, Gina. Flying is safer than driving, right? That's what they say. But this is one of our kits. This is one of our kits from our group. These are not available for just anyone to buy. You have to be in the group to get these kits. We do have a few extras of these that we made available to the group. So if you join the group today and request to join, if you sign up for the craft kit group today and request to join the Facebook group, you'll see where I posted the link to get these if you want one.
Teresa says, I wish I had known that about Dave before the live event.
Yeah, no, Dave is...
Oh, I'm glad I know it now because I can mess with Dave.
I don't know how you didn't know that.
No.
I feel like that,
Dave's awesome. Dave and I can go. We go back and forth and needle and prod each other all the time.
I feel like it's common knowledge. I don't know.
No,
Apparently
well,
it's not so common.
Apparently not so common.
Apparently not.
No, it's yeah. I can go on flights. It just in small doses.
He just gets super anxious and he drives me crazy, y'all. He drives me crazy. He stresses me out. He's like, we gotta leave. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta get there. We gotta go. Let's go. We got and the whole time, like, we gotta get the car parked. We gotta get in there. We gotta get through security until we're at the gate, sitting there, waiting 3 hours before the plane leaves. But then he sits there and he's like, just feeling a little anxious. Just feeling a little anxious. I don't know. Just feeling a little anxious.
Yeah. I get some serious anxiety about it.
I don't know. And he just, I'm like, relax. You go find the Sky Lounge. Relax.
But see, here's the thing. It's my grandfather.
Now his little face is finished. Besides his nose.
My Lisa, only if you're in the subscription group can you order this one.
Yes. This is this was September's kit. I'm just doing it with you guys to kind of show you. We get lots of questions asking about our kits and what's included in them and all of that. So I decided let's do one. I've never done one on the main page here before, so I said let's do it. Show them what a kit looks like. Show them what's included in a kit.
So my grandfather
E6000 and hot glue.
My grandfather was a flight instructor during World War II. And there's this place over on the west side of town called Willow Run Airport. And there's the Yankee Air Museum is there. He used to fly the C-47, the Goonie Bird, for the Yankee Air Force over parades and stuff. So we always used to, us grandkids would get to go up with him over those parades anytime we wanted to. So I had no problem, doing that. But this long distance flying stuff,
Yeah. We actually, when we were on our honeymoon in Florida, many moons ago. His grandpa took us out on his plane.
Out in his Cessna.
Out in his plane, and I got to sit in the front seat. Tim sat in the back seat, so I got to fly the plane.
Yep.
I say that very loosely, like I got to put my hands on the thing, and he let go and told me very gently what to do. But I could have taken that plane. I could have taken full control of that plane if I really wanted to. I wouldn't, but I could have. I had control of it for a hot moment. So now I can say I flew a plane. Oh. Can you tell Elena to send Jake a message and let him know I'll call him back in a few? Boy's checking in on me. I wonder where he is. I wonder if he's
Send Jake a message. Tell him we're on a live and Mom will call him back afterwards.
He is I don't even know where he is right now. I gotta look at the dates because he said he was gonna be in Arizona, and then he was also going to Mexico because he's gonna go build housing for orphans in Mexico. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
So taking my raffia and I'm adding some hair, straw hair.
Okay. Back before I met my wonderful bride.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, he hung up.
Back before I met my wonderful bride, me and two of the guys that I framed houses with.
Real quick, I gotta put an instruction here. We so I just looped it back and forth, so it's probably 9 inches long. So I just looped it back and forth, and now I'm gonna cut it in half. And we're gonna use half for either side of his head.
Miss Debbie says, I heard you're good at controlling.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm good at controlling, yes. Go watch my TikTok if you don't know what that means.
So
I'm gonna glue this, and I'm gonna make sure I glue it so it's in between, so that the glue is all hidden behind my brim. I kind of might flip it that way. Yeah, go ahead. You can tell your story now.
So
sorry. I had to get the instruction out.
Me, Eddie, Tommy, and Pee-wee.
Tim, Eddie, Tommy, and Pee-wee. That sounds like quite a group, huh? Tim, Eddie, Tommy, and Pee-wee.
We would go to the bar. And it was right when the Nextels were.
Was this really before me, or was this like in between?
No, this was before you. Not much before
Sure?
you.
I was gonna say, because this crew was all around when we met.
I was around this crew for a while before we met.
I know, but like you hung out with this crew a lot on the in-between stage of when you moved and didn't tell me that you moved and tried to break up with me that way. But anyways.
So,
yeah, some of y'all heard that story before. All right, go ahead.
So we would go to the bar with our Nextels.
You gotta watch your choice of words, baby. You're gonna get us like, I don't know. I feel like I'm hyper paranoid right now with FB's rules here.
So
I'm hyper paranoid about it, saying the wrong words because I feel like they're out to get me now. Go ahead.
So we would go to the local watering hole.
There you go. Better words. Better words.
And
use the right words.
we would talk to each other across the watering hole on the Nextels with the push to talk about building churches in Guam for the disabled.
So were you like pretending that you weren't talking to each other? You were pretending like it was some call coming in from somewhere far away about your project of building the churches in Guam because it made you look good for the girls at the watering hole? Is that what it was?
That's exactly what it was.
Tell me, how well did that work out for you?
Not well for me, but very well for Pee-wee and Eddie.
Did they end up marrying their girls that they met?
No, Pee-wee was already married.
So how did it work out well for him?
Pee-wee wasn't a good guy.
Anyways.
Pee-wee wasn't a good guy.
Anyways. Pee-wee could be here watching. Pee-wee's
Pee-
wife could be here watching. There's only so many Pee-wees out there in the world.
Pee-wee's divorced.
Oh, okay. So it's okay. So it's common knowledge now. You're not like breaking something up here by sharing that.
No, this is no groundbreaking news.
Because I'm gonna call Pee-wee's wife. I liked her. She was nice.
She was. I met her new
her.
husband.
I'm sure she still is. Oh, y'all.
Yeah.
That's a little more what goes on in the Craft Kit group. Honestly. Yeah. I'm trimming a little bit off the ends and putting a little bit across the center there so it looks like he's got some
That
bangs.
sounds like the start of a really bad joke.
I know, right? Right? All right.
You guys,
I do need to dry
Now,
this
see,
just a little bit more because
that
it's
was the
still
thing.
a little bit wet.
I never had luck at the watering holes. I never did.
Well, you should
Because
have
it
spent more time in the beer tents.
I know.
In the beverage tents.
In the beverage tents.
Because that's where we met.
Because it was, when I went to a watering hole, I was there to dance. Because that couples country dancing, that's me. All over it. That's all I wanted to do. I just want to dance.
All right, so we're going to add our brim.
I gotta
now,
get names.
I put my brim on the other one, but I saw a couple of the ladies put their brim upside down. This one's hair is a little wild. We might need to give her a little trim. It's all coming down in her eyes, and she's a little scraggly, but that's okay. Okay, so there's the hair. Now, I did my original one with the brim like this.
I know, right,
so.
Deborah?
But I'm thinking I might, some of them put it that way. And that's kind of fun too. So you guys tell me which way I should do it. Hearts or thumbs up? Tell me which way. Hearts, thumbs up. You guys tell me which way to do it and I'll do it which way you guys think. Hearts, thumbs up.
Wow.
Lots of thumbs up. All right. All right.
So while she's doing that.
Before we do that, though, I have to take my twine, and it's a big, long piece, so we got to cut it in half. So I'm going to take half of it and wrap some around my brim. So I'm just going to use hot glue.
All right. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna get names.
All right, get some names.
We have Veronica Miller, Virginia Goodard Hensley, Jennifer Ashby, Jenny Roberts Day, Kayla Gosney Newton, Susan Cook Tisseth, Teresa Steves, Bernita Tuttle, Mary Griscom, Dawn Marie Bale, Tammy Ruchek, Denise Wingler, and Kimberly Buck.
All right, so I've got my little twine wrapped around, just a little, adds a little character to our little guy, gal, whatever.
So, Kimberly says, they say everyone has a twin. I would love to find your twin. You're so much fun.
Aw.
I have...
Mine or his? I'm like, aw. His, you're talking about him.
Me.
You're talking about me.
I have actually met my twin. I haven't seen him for over 30 years.
Is he not really a twin?
He is. Well, he's not a twin, but...
No, you weren't born twins.
No, we weren't born twins.
He just looks a whole
But he
lot
looks
like you.
very much like me.
But personality-wise, no.
Yeah, we were, like, very much alike.
I don't know if we were talking about the same person I think you're talking about.
No, you don't know this person.
I know I don't know this person, but I don't feel like this person's personality, that fits the one that I know of, is anything like yours. You have very different personalities. From what I've heard.
You don't even know who this person is.
Oh, then it's not who
It was like way before I met you.
Oh, I thought it was somebody.
No, I met him when I was... No, hell no.
I thought he was talking about somebody else. I'm like, you don't want it. Personality's not even close. Okay.
No.
He's
You've
got
never
another
met that
twin
one
out there that I don't know about.
No, this guy,
I never met that
his
one.
name was, ironically, his name was Jim.
Funny.
Yes, his name was Jim.
All right. A couple little trims here and there.
And, I knew him when I was 21.
So now...
My 21st birthday, him and I went out. It was dangerous.
Wow.
He was driving my car.
I'm cutting a little square of burlap, and then I'm just going to take the edges and pull the edges off just to kind of make it a little, so it looks frayed. So you get the little frayed edges.
So it's a little frayed knot.
It's a little frayed. Okay.
Will you be getting more sweatshirts?
I don't know. I'm sure eventually we will. It's been a while since we had these. Maybe. We should do some more shirts soon, shouldn't we?
Where did
It's
you
been
get
a
your
while.
twine?
My twine?
Your twine. Where did you get your twine?
Well, I buy twine in like major
In bulk.
bulk. Yeah.
Yeah, we buy a lot.
It's like 5,000 feet of it or something like that, or something like that.
Yeah, I think it is 5,000 feet.
So I don't know if you need that much twine, but you can get twine at any of the craft stores or.
Jenny Roberts Day says she would like a sweatshirt.
Ooh, yeah, we may need to do shirts again soon.
I think so.
All right, so I am
Especially have some in
taking a little bit of antique wax.
What the ham sandwich?
And I'm gonna like distress our little squares here a little bit. And I'm also gonna take our little button and we're gonna add a little antique wax to that as well. Cindy says, love my sweatshirt from you. Yay.
I bet Tim was a whippersnapper in his day.
That Tim was a...
No, you know what? I was nothing like I am now. Nothing. My wife says I've changed.
I think you have. You've mellowed out.
Yep, she says I've gotten much softer. Oh,
jeez.
holy cow! As he moves.
Yeah, it's funny because Cody, who works for us, Cody, she's a family friend who's like family, and she actually said, a couple weeks ago, she's like, yeah, and she's like, yeah, Uncle Tim used to, like, because that's just what she does. Does she still call you Uncle Tim? Not so much anymore. I think she's kind of outgrown that. But she's like, he used to scare me. He used to intimidate me. So Tim's come a long way.
There was a lot of people that I know I used to intimidate.
Tim has a lot less stress in his life now, though. So I think that plays a role in it. How stressed you are and all the things that go along with that. I'm kind of gonna squinch up my burlap a little bit because it's looking too crisp and new. We don't want it looking too crisp and new.
Ooh, Marcel says you need to order gray shirts.
Gray shirts.
Gray.
Gray's a good color. I like gray.
A softer Tim Hugh Mushmelon.
Yes, he's got.
Yes, I'll admit I am, and I know it.
He's softened up in his age.
Were you introverted? Yeah.
He was more introverted.
I've always been more introverted.
He's never been a very people-y person.
No.
He's gotten more people-y over time. All right, so I'm just kind of overlapping my burlap pieces, and I'm going to glue my little button.
Oh, yes, the Cotton Chaos shirts are amazing.
They are.
Cindy says she finally ordered a Cotton Chaos t-shirt.
They are the best.
Can't wait to get it.
Love them. All right, you guys. There's his little hat. How cute, how cute, how cute. Her. I keep saying his, but the eyelashes are very feminine. All right, and then we're going to use our other half of our twine. Put it through the
says I would
holes.
not have thought to do the metal upside down.
Yeah.
We saw someone posted over in the sharing group.
Yep, somebody someone from the Someone from the group made theirs.
Someone from the group, and they shared it in the sharing group.
Yep.
With it, with the brim going down like that.
All right, so I'm going to tie a couple knots and finish adding our hanger, and it's done, you guys. It's done. So, so this is an example of our craft kits that we have in our craft kit group. We did have, I don't know, before we went live, I did check, and we did still have some of these available in the group, because the extras we posted today for them, I don't know what's left. I don't know. I can't guarantee anything, but we did have extras available in the group.
Tim, tell Christy I went shopping for me and ended up with more for her.
Oh, what?
Marcel.
What? Marcel. Marcel. Look at you.
I'm not t-shirts.
Oh.
I have an I'm not t-shirt.
Okay, guys. Here she is.
From the event.
Yep. All right, here we go. Here's our fun little scarecrow craft. So this is a sample of a craft that we make in our craft kit group. So yeah, every month you get wood cut out.
Ooh.
We've been adding metal more to our kits lately now that we have the metal. And
Jenny, you know we're not going to share that one.
Jenny, I cannot tell you what the October kit is. I'll tell you it has wood and metal. That's what I'll tell you. There's wood and metal in October. And there's a supply I'm sending you because I figured most of you probably don't have that particular supply. So we don't include paint, glue sticks, paint brushes, things like that in the kit. We just let you know what you're going to want to have on hand because most of y'all have a slew of paint colors and such. Yes, so it's mostly stuff that you already have in your crafting arsenal. So we, but occasionally there's like the stencil brushes.
Well, it was a good try, Jenny.
I know not everybody has a stencil brush, so we sent a stencil brush in one of our kits that was like very heavily, like it wasn't just optional to have a stencil brush, it was like you really would want to have it for that. So we sent them all a stencil brush. This coming month, there's a supply that I figured most people probably don't already have in their kits at home or in their craft rooms at home. So I went ahead and I included that in the kit for you guys so you wouldn't have to go and try to find that. So so yeah, it's super fun. We have a ton of fun in there, and that's the biggest thing. Like we craft cute kits, and that's really what you're paying for, but we have a lot of fun.
Have a good night,
a lot of extra fun stuff going on in the group. So tonight it closes. We are closing it at midnight tonight, and we will not open again this year. So if you want to get in, the link is in the description. I do not see it. Oh.
Jenny says Lynn put me up to it.
Not Lynn's fault.
And she says, just kidding.
So Tim will put it in the comments one more time for you guys, the link. If you have any questions, send us a private message. We'll be happy to answer any questions you have. I feel like we've talked about it a lot, and I've posted about it a lot the last couple days. So you've probably seen it, but you know how Facebook works. Facebook doesn't show everybody everything. So I'll put another post probably up later today. Just one last reminder. Don't forget, it closes at midnight. So best crafting therapy group. Yes, Shirley. Yes. It is truly a crafting therapy group. We have an amazing time, and it's very therapeutic. So All right, guys, we're going to hop off here. We love you, and thanks for hanging out. If you have any questions, just shoot me a message, okay? We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.